22, and I'm going to be singing Ach, ich fühl's by Mozart.
Ewig, what does that word mean?
Everything.
Forever, I think, yes? Ewig, everything. Ewig hin, right? So it's final, yes, that word. And what about the word nimmer? Nimmer.
Never.
Yes. So all I want to do is work on those first phrases so that you really emphasize to the person you're singing to, it's never going to come back. It's always, it's forever. Do you understand? I just want you to lean on what you're saying to this person. Wohnstunde. What is Wohnstunde?
Like delight.
Yes, and Wohnstunde it's true that it's the hour. Stunde is hour, so it's an hour of wonder. So I'll never have one more second. That word is one more second of happiness. All of that packed into a single word. That's very German, is to get it all into one word. Let's go right through there, going again, and then at the top. Ach. What does ach mean? Anything? Ah, right? So, like you with their toe, it's very, very German to start right where we're starting at the top of the feeling. Well, thank God for you, Mozart gave you a nice ah, right? So, and then really, that's what she's doing. So I want you to just, it can be ugly, I don't care. I want you to say, I just can't stand it anymore, all right? Richard, what do we have right before she sings ah?
It's just just 3 beats basically.
Right. So,
Yes.
all right, so I know, Emily, you've worked on whatever situation you're in. I know you've worked on that. Before you begin this song, you need to get in touch with that. Like he just said, I'm ugly. I just want you to get in touch with it before you begin. This time through, did you nod before he started?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
be sure that it's not, that's very firm. And Richard, wait for her, okay? I want you to get in touch with that. And then I just want you to say, because you're in touch with it, forget the, you can get the, if you want. Just get that out, all right? And then we'll go from there. All right. So take a moment and then start the song.
Emily, sometimes a really good signal is to be looking down. When you're ready, just keep your head.
Well, but let's not script that, Richard. I want her to be organic. So just be sure
Okay.
you have a nice, clean signal. Excellent. Let's do that one more time. Perfect state of mind. And one more thing. Nice deep breath before you go. Because to say ah, you gotta take it's a sigh. Did you notice I just breathed? So nice deep breath in as you go. Wonderful. One more time. Before you sing it, you have those nice. Richard, can you play that little right into Nima there? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as it's coming, you're thinking never, never. So you come into the never with the same way you came into Avish. Okay? It was really fantastic. We're going to go forward and Wunde Stunde. I heard for the first time. You were in there. All right. So let's go from your first Nimmer kommt, playing into Nimmer kommt ihr eine Stunde. It's my heart. How do you feel about your little heart there, Emily's heart? When somebody breaks it, don't you want to just comfort it and hug it and love it? You know? Don't you feel tender toward yourself when people are mean to you? Yeah. So I think you want to say, I want my little heart to feel better. Imagine yourself hugging yourself, maybe. Maybe it's like a little child. Don't feel so bad. Let me make it feel better. And it's Herz. My Herz is a beautiful thing. It's just a I did in rehearsal, which is just to make up lyrics that say something about how I'm feeling. It's my little fragile, you're messing with you, crushing me, don't crush my heart. It's a little beautiful, it's so beautiful, please leave me alone, it's my little heart and I love it. Because that's what you want to do with an ornament, okay? You don't have to do that here. But do maybe with Melinda when you're feeling like it's private. Meanwhile, right now, just play with that notion of, hey, I love this. Stop being mean to me, okay? So we want to go from right there.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me give you the beat and the measure, okay? So
Wait,
it's-
so-
yeah. Let me give you 1, 2,
Okay.
3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
While the piano's playing.
Kind of like seeing like his reaction.
Good, great. So you do want to see him. First of all, I love what was going on with the hairs. That's exactly it. And go ahead and let your body do whatever it wants to do, because you're trying to comfort yourself. You're just trying to comfort yourself. Okay, so as we're going to go into that da-ba-da-ba-da before you see him, as you look his way, what response are you imagining you're getting from him right now?
Nothing.
Great, good. And then you're going to make him see. All right. To do that, Richard, can we go, let's go from where we just did and do the minor hats again.
Sure. So, 1,
Listen to
Fühlst du nicht? See me these tears? Don't you feel this? Don't you feel my pain? All right?
Okay.
Lay that in as a question. Soll wird. So the D, we want to hear that D. Ruhe. What is Ruhe?
Peace.
Right. And the big, we don't know where you're headed in that sentence. And where you're headed is what? Where is the peace? Death, right? And Tod. So, tell him, so I'm only going to find some peace in death. That's what you're driving me to, all right? So ask the question and tell him only peace is going to make me feel better. If we can we start right at Fühlst du, or is that too difficult?
No, that's good.
Okay.
You can take a phrase back, okay?
Fühlst du nicht die Lebenstränen, der Lebenslinden, so viel Ruhe, so viel Ruhe, in Todes Heim.
Good. So we need to pause because we're done, right?
Yeah, we
So,
got that.
but notice where I've gone here because the music tells you, so we know because you go up here and he's repeating it. That's an important phrase. Don't you feel something? You are saying, because you're not responding to me, I would rather die. So interestingly, even though there's a lot of drama in the peace and death, it's the Fühlst du nicht that really matters here. Try to shake him into feeling something for you. Great. I know we can't keep going, but that was fantastic. And so focusing on the intention of those phrases, you guys, as you're coaching, is going to take us right there, and it's all we need. It's really wonderful. Good, let's go to the next one.
If I Loved You by Rogers and Hammerstein from Carousel. Where did I say from Carousel?
You can, I like that. Would you send that to us? Would you tell us that? Great, good.
If I Loved You by Rogers and Hammerstein from Carousel. When I worked at the mill, weaving at the blue, I gaze absent-minded at the roof, and half the time the shuttle would tangle in the thread, and the warp would get mixed with the woof. If I loved you, but somehow I can't see just exactly how I'd be. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say, oh, I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Sing you'd leave me, off you'd go in the midst of day, never, never to know.
Great song for you. Great song for you. So this guy that you're singing to, do you think he does like you? You don't. So you, Emily, thinks that he doesn't
But
like you.
I at first don't think I like. Well, I do know that I like him, but I'm trying to see if he likes me.
Yes, you're trying to see if you like. So you know you like him.
So I'm pretending I don't, and I'm telling him.
Excellent. Okay. So you're trying to see if he likes you, and you're doing that by lying, right? Oh, okay. There, right there. We got the song. So the top of the song is you want to prepare to lie to this guy. All right. So preparation for songs like this is very interesting because you want to explore two things. One is just looking at the guy makes me melt. we want one rehearsal like that, where just like, are you kidding me? I can hardly look at you. And the second rehearsal we want is the lie, so that you can get both developed. So I actually want to do that right now. I want to start with the lie, and we're going to go to the melt. We're going to put those two things together.
Okay.
So first of all, I want you to convincingly lie to him that you don't really like him.
Okay.
That's all, right from the top.
Okay. When I worked at the mill, weaving at the loom, I gazed absent-minded at the roof, and half the time the shuttle would tangle in the thread, and the warp would get mixed with the woof. If I loved you,
Keep going. Put him out there.
but somehow I can see just exactly how I'd be.
Lie to him.
If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you.
Right there. Excellent. Now let's do the other rehearsal. It's going to run against the lyrics, don't worry about it.
Okay.
All I want you to do is work on, I want you to actually look at him, whoever it is that you're imagining. At least for me, when I think of people I would really like to have like me, that's pretty hard, because I get like so embarrassed or whatever. Is this somebody who kind of makes you kind of, your insides go flippy floppy when you think of this person over here? Is it? Are you, yeah? Well, remember a couple things, you guys. I love songs like this where you really have to put it out there. We don't know who you're thinking about. We don't have a clue. Everybody's got somebody flippy floppy. So I just want you to imagine that person. Again, we'll never know. And have this imaginary little, like, what? I get to sing to you and tell you I really like you. Please don't think I'm a total nerd when I tell you, okay? All right, so that's all you're doing is looking at him and going flippy floppy, all right? Let's go from the top.
When I worked at the mill, weaving at the loom, I gazed absent-minded at the roof, and half the time the shuttle would tangle in the thread, and the warp would get mixed with the woof. If I loved you.
Right there. I feel like you're not talking to him yet. Loved you. Is that okay if I don't? I just keep sending it to him, okay? Go from the top again. Just be sure. Can you actually see? Is this a person? Is this a real person in your head that you're thinking about? It is. Put him back. Put him somewhere back there, and really, really see him. All right. Here we go. From the top.
When I worked at the mill, weaving at the loom, I gazed absent-minded at the roof, and half the time the shuttle would tangle in the thread, and the warp would get mixed with the woof. If I loved you, but somehow I can see just exactly how I'd be. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to
Right
know.
there. Really, 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 really good. Especially when you started singing "If I Loved You," something was happening there. Yes. How did that feel to you?
I don't know.
You don't have to
I
tell
feel
us,
like-
but something shifted.
I feel like if there's the person that I really like, it would be hard to look them in the eye.
It would be. That's
So
right.
I'm, like,
That's right.
trying, but not-
Yes, and that. Thank you. That is a good description of real acting. It always is hard. It's hard for the character. We don't make it easy for the character. This is the moment when you take a deep breath, because you would no more say the word love to this person, would you? So wait, no. This is an imagined moment when you're going to take that deep breath and do that thing you would never do, which is look him in the eye and say, "If I loved you, would that be okay with you?" Here's what it would be like for me. I'd be that, you know? That's the moment that we've got here, okay? So that feeling that you have that you're working hard is really working for us. It's wonderfully vulnerable. I want to do that little section again, and I want you to feel free to take a breath. We may go a tempo here, or out of tempo here, before you say, the first time you say love, what's the first phrase where you say,
If I loved you.
yes, yes. Before you say that, really look and think, can I say this to him? And if you can't find the courage, don't sing it yet. Just wait. Wait until you can. If I loved you, are you okay with that? That's why it goes up there. Okay, well, it's out now. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what it's going to be like if I loved you. And please don't be mean to me, because this is really scary for me to say. All right? Good. From the top. You're doing beautifully, Emily.
When I walked at the mill, waving at the moon, I'd gaze absent-minded at the roof, and half the time the shuttle would tangle in the thread, and the warp would get mixed with the woo. If I loved you, but somehow I can't see just exactly how I'd be. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words would come in an easy way, round in circles I'd go. Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy, I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you'd go in the midst of day.
Let me just pause you right here. Fantastic. I want you to hold on to what this feels like, all right? Now, this is just a little song interpretation moment here. Soon you'd leave me. So what you're saying is, if I don't tell you, if I'm longing to tell you and I don't tell you, you'll leave, right? That's the meaning of it. In other words, you're saying there's a reason why I'm standing here telling you this. Because if I don't tell you this, you're going to walk away from me and I'm never going to have a chance. You're telling him why you're telling him. Does that make sense? So the soon you'd leave me isn't about, oh, that's a sad story about me. You're saying if I don't say it, you'll go away from me. Okay? So it's about this moment why I'm singing the song. All right? So let's go right from longing to tell you. If I don't tell you, you'll leave me. I have to sing this song. Longing.
Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy, I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you'd go in the midst of day, never, never to know.
Pause you right there. Excellent. So technically, the phrase is never, never to know. Who is going to know? You're doing great. We're just coaching. You're doing nothing wrong. We're going step by step. We're building this puppy up. Never to know. Who's going to know? Who's never going to know? Him. You will never, never know what? What won't he know? What's the phrase? How I love you. Okay? Is this person that you're talking to, does he have other people like hovering around him? Like, is he like the guy that everybody loves and not going to pay any attention to you? Is he somebody? Okay. So then he needs to know that you love him, right? So never to know. The reason it's going up is because you're saying you'll never know how I love you. I. Let's push the I on that. It's you and I, okay? Now let's build her to never, never to know. That was wonderful longing to tell you. That felt really, really different because it felt like you were saying something real here. Let's go, I let my go, no. Soon you leave me, right? It's soon you leave me.
Soon you'd leave me, off you'd go in the midst of day, never, never to know. I loved you.
part of it. The lie works beautifully, and it's wonderfully comic, but what we're getting here is so beautiful, A. B, it's a wonderful thing for you to be exploring. This character says she's afraid and shy, and that's what I'm getting here, is that this is really hard to say to this guy, all right? Now, if you're in a situation like this and you've got someone right here, don't place the person you're imagining on, just shift it over to one side or the other so you're not, because that'll happen, okay? So what's missing here, and you guys, for some of your objectives, this is true, that it's difficult to put me in. A lot of these songs are about you. I want you to care about me. Oh, I love you. I do. Even me. Ugly little, goofy little girl that you've never noticed. Me. Because it's not the if I loved you at the end. It's if I loved you. Would you be nice to me if you knew that I loved you? Okay? So I want you to put the you in there. It's very scary. But she's in it's a wonderful, scary, vulnerable song. It's just terrific, Emily. Another little minor point is, it's just minor, but you can enjoy, when you say half the time the shuttle, the tangling, the warp gets mixed with the wolf, what's the meaning of that sense of thing?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like how she's saying, like, her mind is always on this person.
And she, like,
it makes
screws
her,
things
like,
up, right?
Yeah, she just starts acting like a klutz, and she doesn't like it because she's normally pretty good at it.
There you go. Just let yourself know that as you say it. Warp, wolf, those are just words for I drop my pencil and then I trip and then, the type of thing, and I say something stupid to my friend when you're walking by, and I just hate that. That's the warp and the wolf getting tangled, okay? So good. How are we?
We're done.
We are done, and it's brilliant. Every one of you. It's just